During natural disasters, storms, and emergencies, roads often become blocked off or obstructed. This can be hazardous during evacuations and/or prevent emergency services from providing necessary aid. The Edit Mode functionality provides the ERAT a way of creating points and segments on a map, visually representing where certain blockages are. To enter Edit Mode, you must be on the default search page. Click the Edit tab. Now in Edit Mode, we can add new blockages to the map. You'll have to zoom in a bit to see the current blockages and any new ones we create. We'll start first by creating a new point blockage. You'll see the Add and Edit Blockages window in the upper left-hand corner of the map. There are 3 blockage choices. Red indicates a full blockage with no passage. Orange indicates a partial blockage in which passage is possible. And green indicates a point at which a former blockage was successfully cleared for passage. For this example, let's say there is a tree down at the intersection of Florida Boulevard, Forest Ave, and Penman Road in Atlantic Beach. It also brought down some electrical wires, making the road completely impassable. We're going to choose a red blocked point. Place it at the intersection simply by clicking. The point of blockage pop-up will now need to be filled in. The blockage ID is automatically populated, so don't worry about that. The blockage type is the one we selected, blocked. The type can be changed, but we will come back to that later. Next is to specify the location of the blockage. This could be an address, a street, a place, a landmark, or anything that specifies where the blockage is on the ground. This location field is very important, as it is a field you will search on when looking for a blockage point. You will now specify what is causing the blockage. We have a wire down, so we will select yes for electric. There is no flooding, so that will remain no. The wire was brought down by a fallen tree, so we will select yes for tree down. Next, we will fill out some information regarding the time and date. Each date and time field has 2 drop-down boxes, one for the date and another for the time. From top to bottom, we date and time fields for when the blockage was discovered by the crew, when the blockage was assigned to a crew for cleanup, when the crew is en route to the blockage in order to clear it, when the crew has arrived at the blockage, and when the blockage was finally cleared. Not all of this information can be filled out immediately when the blockage point is created, but we can open the point later on for editing. So let's say we know the blockage exists at 8 a.m. and a crew was assigned shortly thereafter and headed to the blockage 30 minutes later. I'll put today's date in the date field and 8 o'clock for the time of discovery. I'll also go ahead and specify the same date for a crew assigned and 8:15 as the time. They were headed to the blockage at 8:30, so we will enter that info as well. Okay, exit the pop-up and the blockage is now visible on the map with some data that we put in tied to it. Any helpful or necessary pictures or files can be attached to the point to help the crew simply by choosing a file to upload. If you accidentally place the blockage in the wrong location, you may delete the point before it is created with the delete button at the bottom of the pop-up. You can close the pop-up and the point along with the pop-up info is saved and can be edited later on. So we hear back from the crew at 10 a.m. saying they have just cleared the blockage. They say it took them about 1 hour to clear the tree and remove the power line. So let's say they arrived around 9 a.m. We will need to update the point we created with the date and time the crew arrived and then cleared the blockage. Back in edit mode, click on the point, enter the date and time for when the crew arrived at 9 a.m. and the date and time for when they cleared the blockage at 10 a.m. Then change the blockage type from blocked to cleared and save the edits. The point is now green, indicating the blockage has been removed and cleared, ready for traffic to move through smoothly.